The building of the Aquatic Centre and the Indoor Stadium complex will be the biggest community project this council has undertaken by quite a long way. Council has included budget provision of $25 million in its long-term plan for construction of the Aquatic Centre and indoor pool facility. Construction is planned to begin in mid-2012 with completion in 2014, and that's consistent with the budget provisions in the long-term community plan. The project group has worked together to assess all available sites for an aquatic centre and indoor stadium facility before coming up with its preferred site. After a thorough review of options to find the right site for the planned aquatic centre and indoor stadium, one site has come out ticking all the boxes: the River Terrace Reserve. The River Terrace site has the unanimous support, and it's very important, the unanimous support of the project group, council and the trust. River Terrace Reserve provides a central location while enabling the facility to be unobtrusive. It offers park-like surroundings, much of which will be retained. The site also has options for future growth of facilities which are being further explored, and provides interesting and practical options from a design point of view. Essential services can be provided relatively easily, and a traffic assessment has found any impact can be managed. The icing on the cake is that the land is vested with council with minimal cost and occupancy issues. The assessment process, which began in January of this year, has been a rigorous process, drawing on work done previously by council and the trust. The investigations have highlighted a number of issues that have had to be assessed in detail. This has required the gathering of further information, meaning the site selection process has taken a little longer than originally planned. This additional time has enabled us to assess the shortlisted sites very thoroughly. Detailed assessments have been made over the last 2 months around traffic impacts and stormwater options for the River Terrace site. Consultants found the traffic impacts could be managed quite comfortably. Because the facility has peak use times outside normal work hours, the Smallburn Drive State Highway 77 intersection is not expected to be put under any additional pressure. Access options on River Terrace and the Dobson Street West extension currently underway mean traffic impacts were found to be within normal ranges. The Ashburton District community will now be asked to provide feedback on the proposed site. A consultation document will be delivered to households over the next 2 weeks, and residents are encouraged to have their say. This is still a proposal at this time. We want to know what the community thinks, and in the lead up to this announcement, I anticipate a great deal of excitement, not only about the announcement but also about the site selection. And obviously we look forward to that community response over the next few weeks. It's now my pleasure to perhaps invite Maurice Myers, Chairman of the Trust, to also make a few observations and comments about the site selection. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Bede. Just on behalf of the Stadium Trust and our fellow board members, we too are delighted at the announcement today of the chosen site. We believe that with the community support behind us, that it truly is the number one site, and as the Mayor has alluded to, it has had the unanimous support and approval of the 3 major groups, the Trust and the Council. So we believe we're all heading in the same and the right direction. Why do we think it's going to get the support of the community? Well, quite clearly, it's accessible. The town can grow in the 4 corners of the community as it is at the moment, but we still have a central site. It's visible. We believe that's important as well, with the Trust moving into the fundraising activities that it's got planned, to be able to offer naming rights or corporate sponsorship. We believe that that is quite crucial as well. And as the Mayor has indicated, that it certainly ticked all the boxes in terms of urban design and linkages and traffic management factors. And that only left one other component that was quite significant to the Trust, and that was the ability to expand. We're looking at a $30 to $50 year project, and as such, the ability to expand in whatever form as the town grows is also quite important. The Trust is firmly of the opinion that it should be seen as a recreational hub as well, not just a place to drop kids off for their sporting attributes. So the Trust certainly doesn't underestimate the enormous task it has before it. Council have asked the community to contribute $5 million towards the project, and so we certainly don't underestimate the enormous task in front of us. We were extremely grateful, I guess, to receive a phone call from our locally owned and operated charitable foundation yesterday to indicate that they've given us a kickstart and donations with the tune of a $100,000 donation from the sale of their gaming machines, and that's absolutely tremendous from our perspective. So many thanks to the charitable foundation for that contribution. We have a very short time frame, mid-2012, to get all our fundraising completed. But I firmly believe, as the Trust does, that with the choice of site, that while it may be an enormous task, we believe that we'll deliver and certainly not let you down. And while we've still got a few stages to go, I believe that it will be, if we can get a spade or a peg or a piece of turf in mid-2012 to get into the construction phase, that will certainly be the icing on the cake from the Trust perspective. But if I could also just thank Gavin for the tremendous work that he's done, and Alan Jolly. I know you've been able to draw on a lot of the consultants' work that have been previously done by the Trust, but notwithstanding that, it's enabled us to get to where we are here today. So thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you to the next stage.
All right. All right. Thank you. Good.